Welcome to this introductory video on matrices. Matrices can be used in lots of complexity and are a fundamental skill in engineering. But firstly, we will introduce matrices from the familiar context of representing a system of equations. We can see that a system of linear simultaneous equations has been represented in terms of matrices multiplied. Noticing that a vector is a type of matrix. This part of the video is meant to create a link between maths that would be learnt at GCSE to give some familiar ground. However, before we can delve into how we can utilize matrices, some rules are needed. Manipulating matrices is fundamental to understanding matrix algebra. Although there are similarities to traditional algebra, there are some things to be aware of. Let's look at addition and multiplication first. Matrices can be added by adding the corresponding elements, and it results in a matrix that is the same size as the matrices on the left-hand side. An important point here is that we can only add matrices of the same number of dimensions. Dimensions are given as number of rows by number of columns. As an example, we can see that this last example here does not exist. Matrices can be multiplied by overlapping rows in the first matrix over columns in the second matrix, multiplying the elements that overlap, and then adding the result. This is best appreciated by an example. We can see how the overlapping works based on the circled row and column. We can see that if we turn the row in the first matrix that is circled on its side, then overlap this onto the column in the second matrix, then we multiply element wise, then add these two results to give one of the elements of the resulting matrix. As with addition, we can't just multiply any two matrices together. If we let n by r be the dimensions of the left-hand matrix, and k by m be the dimensions of the right-hand matrix, then multiplication is only possible if r equals k. The resulting matrix is then an n by m matrix and may have different dimensions to the matrices on the left-hand side. The aim of matrices is to make complex algebra simpler. As introduced a few slides ago, the simplest way of doing this is solving systems of linear equations. So before we can continue with the simplification tips and tricks, we need to think about comparing to a more familiar method from GCSE. Let's consider what we already know as an example. Here we have a system of linear simultaneous equations. We can add multiples of these equations together to cancel out one of these variables in order to solve. In this case, we do equation 2 minus 2 lots of equation 1. Then we get our solution of y equals minus 15 over 2. If we substitute this back into any of the previous equations, then we get x equals 35 over 6. Now, let's consider the next stages of what we can do with matrices. This part is not the finished product. It is merely a step towards understanding what matrices can do. Gaussian elimination is a way of rewriting the system of equations so that it is easier to solve, a similar approach to the first method. To perform Gaussian elimination, it is easier to write the system as an augmented matrix as follows. Like with the first method, adding scaled versions of the equations together to cancel out certain unknown variables allows for a path to a solution. The solution is unchanged when we scale in this way, as the proportions of variables such as x and y are not changing. Also, x and y solutions must be consistent across all equations, so adding these together will not change the solution either. In this augmented matrix form, the steps in which we solve the system are called row operations. We can scale, add, swap rows. The aim is to work either clockwise or anti-clockwise from either just above the rightmost diagonal one term or just below the leftmost one. This will avoid undoing any of the effects of a row operation. This will become apparent through practice. Once completed, we end up with this triangular form where we can read off one of the solutions immediately and then use either forward or back substitution to find the value of the other variables. This we can see here. Now, try what you have learned on the previous example to consolidate. This video has introduced the basic building blocks of how matrices are manipulated and used to give an alternative approach to a common maths problem. The difference is that matrices are a much more powerful tool than can be realized yet, and they can do much more. Like and subscribe for more.